Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. GTA 4 is the first focal entry after GTA San Andreas and the 11th title in the Grand Theft Auto series. GTA 4 is a 2008 action-adventure game published by Rockstar Games. Where the GTA series is one of the most controversial game series, this one country received the expurgated version of the game. Regardless of the charging of the Australians and Kiwis, they received a censored edition of GTA 4. Guidelines of the Australian Classification Board. Considering that each country has its laws and regulations on how video games, movies, and media are dispensable to the public, New Zealand earned the right to make use of its R rating and sell the unmodified game, but Australia had a no R18+ rating for the video game back then. The Australian Classification Board is notorious for its censorship of publications for exhibition or sale, so it was inevitable that Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 4 had to be subdued to pass the acceptance criteria. The Australian board observed the video game with much more scrutiny. Rockstar had to admit a modified version to OFLC, which is the Australian Rating Board, to receive an acceptable rating. Why was the game changed? The GTA series has continuously contravened with the authoritarian policies of Australia's content control. In 2001, GTA 3 was banned in Australia after the OFLC officials got to know about the prostitution mechanism of GTA 3. Rockstar released a censored version of GTA 3 in Australia afterward. Similarly, the GTA San Andreas game also earned a temporary ban in Australia in correspondence with the game's hidden interactive explicit scene, cumulatively known as the Hot Coffee Scandal. The Grand Theft Auto controversies have usually sprung up in association with the series' depiction of vicious and explicit themes throughout their games. As a result of Rockstar's previous flirtations with controversy in Australia, it would be no surprise that Rockstar would develop a self-censored game to avoid further future contre-attempts that lead to discord. What were the changes made in the game? For the highest rating of the Australian board in 2008, which was MA15+, alterations were required. Rockstar made adjustments to the amount of blood involved in the game and the animations of the main characters with females. Almost no blood effects were seen in the Australian version of the game, and the interaction with any strumpet was slightly altered as well. Altercations made to interactions of main characters. Rockstar had to change the association of Niko Bellic, Johnny Klebitz, and Luis Lopez with their girlfriends or ladies of the night. Generally, the player is able to choose the service of the hooker and has the ability to span the camera around the car to see the action as if it fits the player. When picking up a harlot in the Australian version, one is unable to select the service of their choice. The carnal animations are completely discarded in the Aussie version of GTA 4, and the animation of the main character having fun is less excitable in the reworked version. Neither can one choose a service of their choice, nor can the camera be circled around the car while the main character is enjoying the company of the escort. Blood perceptibility that Rockstar readjusted. Usually, a pool of blood is seen being formed under the dead body of a person who was shot or killed. In the censored Australian version, no blood pool appears under the body of someone who was shot or stabbed to death. Although there are blood splatters, there's no blood bath. To not be banned from release in Australia, Rockstar also had to remove bloody tire tracks. Normally, if one ran over a dead body, blood would catch on the tires of the car being driven, and this in turn would make little streaks of blood on the road. One cannot observe this animation in the Australian version of GTA 4. There would not be any of the effects of the blood that catches on the tires of the vehicle. Reworking of blood texture. In the uncut version of the game, light blood patches appear on the bodies of the characters being injured and that represent bruises and wounds. The blood texture on the clothes of the characters is not discernible. In the original version, when one is shot, bullet wounds are visible on their clothes, and in the altered version, however, their clothes remain normal as if the person is unharmed. Blood splatter on the wall and pavement is still present on the road in the altered version. The animations removed in the redacted version from the Australian Classification Board made the game much more pragmatic compared to the previously released versions of GTA. It was unfortunate that the OFLC removed these effects because then almost any blood effect was completely missing from the video game. This took away some realism from the game itself. And this brings us to the end of our video, folks, and we really hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen right now because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.